Hi, I'm Dr. Mickey Barber with Better Life Carolinas, and I want to talk to you about stress. So it's mid-January. I really think the month of December and the month of January are the two most stressful months of the year. You might have different months, but in my opinion, why? Because we're getting ready for the holidays in December. We're doing all that shopping, we're wrapping, we're trying to please everybody, we're cooking, we have family, we have everybody around us. Then we're getting our taxes together. And then there's January. Now we have to pay off what we spent in December. And the weather's not very nice. And did I mention the taxes? And it all kind of snowballs over December and January. And for a lot of us, we've put on some weight over the holidays and we're stressing about that. So let's talk about that and what we can do about it, and how at Better Life Carolinas we help you address that. First of all, it's a big deal. I mean, stress is associated with so many chronic diseases: high blood pressure, heart disease, heart arrhythmias, obesity. Certain types of cancers are associated with chronic stress. So it's a big deal. We know that as our cortisol, which is our stress hormone, goes up, so does our blood pressure, so does our heart rate, so does our desire to eat the wrong foods. You know that. You're stressed out. Most of us will grab carbohydrates, sugars, things that make us feel good, trigger those feel good neurotransmitters in the brain to try to offset that cortisol. So very important. We measure your cortisol level as part of our entry level into the program. And we can do a much more extensive assessment of how your adrenal glands are responding to stress and how that's affecting your brain. That is a really helpful test because that ties all the pieces together. So one of the things that really helps is just to talk about what stresses you have. So we spend a lot of time talking about that. A lot of times I encourage patients to write down what I call the toxic stressors. So those are the things you really can't do anything about. And the non-toxic, those are things that we can look at and maybe make some changes and make them less of a stress factor in your life. So talking about stress a lot of times can decompress and make it less important. For many of us, the reason that we're up at night has to do with stress. So we'll work with you on what are some ways that stress won't be as disruptive in your sleep. Everything from making a list before you go to sleep, to not watching the news or a really scary or violent movie or TV show before you go to bed, making sure that your phone is off or far away from your bed so it won't wake you up at night. Deep breathing, hugely important. Yesterday I was caught in traffic, had kind of a stressful day at work, and I realized driving home I really hadn't taken a deep breath all day. And that's really important. There are lots of studies showing that when you're breathing really shallowly, which most of us do, particularly when we're stressed, our heart rate comes up, our blood pressure comes up, and just the simple thing of slows your heart rate down. Very simple thing to do. Exercise also helps to lower your cortisol level, so you're not as likely also to grab that bad food, store that extra fat around the midsection. So we know that it's an important part of a healthy aging program, and we want to help you to, one, identify the stress and help you deal with it both physically and physiologically. So we really encourage you to come in and sit down and take the time to meet with us. That's one thing we do differently, I think, than other offices. We take more time with our patients. We allot time to get to know you and figure out what the individual stress factors and other factors in your life may be contributing to some of the health issues that you're having. Those can be anything from being overweight to being diabetic to being hypertensive to having heart disease. Thyroid problems, other hormonal problems can all be related to stress. So we're going to spend some time with you, really focusing in on that and how we can help you. So please call us at Better Life Carolinas. Our website is just that, betterlifecarolinas.com. Our phone number is 843-737-2597. Enjoy the rest of the day and keep your stress level low.